What is next for Bitcoin, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, whenever you're watching this video. Welcome to the Bitcoin family channel. For the newcomers, my name is Didi. In today's very short video, only one news item, only 3 charts, inspirational quote, keeping it very short because of a very busy day as we are celebrating San Juan here in Spain, which has like fireworks and all that stuff this evening, but it starts with parades and all that stuff. So short but powerful. I need to zoom in on live today. Let's jump into that first news item. It is a very important news item. That news item, of course, is about what I told you yesterday. I told you when the news comes out about a war, we will dip. The day after, people will realize, we need to store our capital and store our values that can't be destroyed, and that is what we see reflecting in the Bitcoin price. The Bitcoin price went up. We can also see that Bitcoin is really maturing, as the Bitcoin volatility was only like 25-26%, which is way lower than the S&P 500, which was around 35%, which is way lower than it was like the stocks, which was 40%. Even the Magnificent 7 tech stocks was like 43%, I think, something like that. Bitcoin was around 26%. Less volatile than all the other assets. If we compare that to the previous war, when it was announced that Russia was attacking Ukraine, at that moment Bitcoin still had a volatility of 60 to 65%. Now 26%. That is way lower now. So we can see that Bitcoin is becoming a really matured asset in this industry that people really use as a store of value in uncertain economical times, like wars, like any other black swan event. It's very interesting to see. Now, at the moment, 14.5 million Bitcoins is held by long-term hodlers. 14.5 million Bitcoin by long-term hodlers like me, the OGs that bought Bitcoin a long time ago and still hodling. But the strange thing now is that the other 30% of the amount of Bitcoins available is held by only 216 centralized entities. So 216 centralized entities are holding 30%. Long-term holders, OGs like me, are holding 70%. There is almost no retail. There is almost no short-term holders in the market. As 70 and 30 is already 100%. Of course, it can be 1% on, 1% off, but there is almost no short-term holders, no retail in the market. This group of people will only step into it when they really start to believe that Bitcoin can go to 160K. So when we go from 100 to 110 to 120, a new all-time high, that is probably when the retail will jump in for that last push all the way to 160K. But it's a strange situation. I'm very happy that we OGs, 70% in control, but those 216 centralized entities are growing really fast. We should never be selling our Bitcoins to those 216 or maybe 300 very soon centralized entities, as Bitcoin should be completely decentralized in decentralized people's hands, in my opinion. Let me know your opinion down below. That was the only news. Let's quickly jump now into the charts to see how this all is reflecting in the Bitcoin price. Bam. First chart of today, guys, is the 4-hour chart, playing out perfectly. That green line that I told you yesterday, we need to break that and find support above it again. We just did that. This is the green line that levels around 104,000. At the moment, we are at 104,700. This is a perfect level to be at. We need to stay above that green line. That green line that was the support for a very long period, then we broke it, we wicked to the next green line, and now we came back and we broke it again and we are above it again. This is very positive. This is really bullish, in my honest opinion, short term, because we are taking back the level where we are before that bombing and the war. Now we need to push it up again to that 110K level, break that to be able to get a little bit more bullish action going on. But let's see. I'm already really happy short term that we are above that line again. Now, if we look at the weekly, guys, we can see something really interesting playing out. Like, for example, over here, let's go back in time a little bit. You can also see in the weekly these green lines that I have there. These are the levels that we need to break with weekly candles. But if I would draw this, for example, here, if I would draw this one line over there, then you can see that it's even way more important that we found support on that level over there. Because if we look at this resistance line, this is the resistance line that we came from there to all there. Now we found support with a wick on that resistance line. So there is support there, which is amazing. This is a bullish confirmation, because the last time we did something like this was over here, I think. Let me see. Yeah, let's go back over there. Look, we had resistance, we broke it, we retested that line, and from that retest, bam, massive move from 68K all the way to 110K, guys. So that's a 40K move just by retesting that long downward trend line. Then we broke it, we retested it. We should be exploding to 120K very soon if it is up to these charts in TA, guys. Now I have two more very important charts for you guys to see today. That is, the first one is this one. This one is the 4-year CAGR, which means how much profit are you making on a yearly basis if you compound all your profits. Now, if we look at the 2017 peak, at that moment it was 143% profit each year. Now, if we look at the 2018 low, we were still having 76%. Now, the COVID-19 crash, we were still at 85%. We are now here in April 2021. You know that the top was still 172%. So the CAGR is still pretty high. The lowest ever was 7% over there. At the moment here, we are at 32%. So the Bitcoin 4-year CAGR as of the 24th of June, the current price is 105K. The price 4 years ago was $34,000 US. So then the 4-year CAGR is 32%. So we're making 32% profit by just hodling Bitcoins. Not even trading, not using my algorithm to make 3.5% extra each month. Just by hodling 32%. There is no asset in the world that is performing the same way, guys. And if you are asking me, are we still in a bull market? I will refer to Plan B's chart over here, because Plan B's chart explains it really simple. When we have red dots, we are in a bull market. The moment we get into yellow dots or green dots, that's definitely the bear market. At the moment, we are still in a red dot area. Yes, these red dots look completely different than those, completely different also than those, also completely different than those, but that's apparently the way that Bitcoin moves. A little bit flatter, but still very bullish, indicating we are in a bull market. Are we going to get that steep phase? I believe we will get that steep phase. You know, we had a pre-all-time high Bitcoin price, so that has never happened. Normally we get an all-time high after the halving. Now we had an all-time high before the halving. So that's really interesting. That's why we have a little bit more red dots, because there was a little bit more positiveness before the halving. But then still, this is beautifully trending upwards, guys. And there is always periods of pause. Look at those three close to each other, or those two close to each other. But there will also be explosive. It is a different bull cycle. Yes, I agree. But I expect still 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 red dots all the way into October, where we create an all-time high of $160,000 US. So that last red dot should be a little bit below there, guys. That were the charts for today. Short but powerful. Let's jump into the next part. Use my special link down below here to sign up to Bybit and claim your amazing bonus up to $30,000 US. You will receive $30 for just signing up. Use my link down below and click it now. I hope you really enjoyed the charts. Short-term volatility, amazing for the traders. My algorithm made a shitload of profit with a beautiful dip and bouncing up again. I hope you are enjoying those profits. And if you're not enjoying those profits yet, then become part of the DDBAM community, or go to thebitcoinfamily.com, where you can sign up to use our algorithms, guys. 3.5% a month for the Bitcoin algorithm, so that's inverse proportional trading, and 7% a month for the spot pairs, but that's an average. Not each month 7%, sometimes 2%, sometimes 12%, so that's 14% and that's 7% a month. You know, that's an average. I don't need to explain that to my followers because you're all very smart. But long term, guys, I still believe in a bull market top. October this year, 160K, still my target. That were the charts. Let's now jump into the last part of the video. Before I jump into the last part of the video, I also want to announce that we with the DDBAM community keep on building. Yes, all the alts are falling down and are red. Ours is very stable, around 7 to 10 cents every time, but we keep building. We are now starting to build a beautiful game that you can play as well when you have 10,000 DDBAM tokens or when you are a gold, silver or bronze member, guys. So when you become one of those members, you get access to the VIP meetup that is soon going to happen in Europe. You will get access to the VIP groups, you will get access to the indicator setup, you will get access to signals, you will get access to way more if you become a gold, bronze or silver VIP. If you hodl 10,000 DDBAM tokens, you also get access to a special token holder group that has a lot of information and a lot of people helping each other, and we are there as well. And you get also access to the mini Telegram app and many more things, guys. Our AI algorithm that you can ask anything you want 24/7 to me, to the algorithm. You can have trading tools, all that for free if you just hodl 10,000 tokens in your wallet. And soon you will also be able to play a game. But I can't say too much about that. Let's jump now really in the last part. The inspirational quote for today that I often use in my life. Keep your eyes on the stars and keep your feet on the ground. I think that's one of the most important things. Whenever you're successful, keep aiming for the stars to have even more success, but please stay grounded. Please stay normal. Please stay humble. Please stay thankful, grateful. Please keep your feet on the ground. It doesn't matter how much success you have. It doesn't matter how many goals you achieved. It doesn't matter how many Bitcoins you own. It doesn't matter how many whatever it is that you won in your life. Please stay normal. Stay humble. You can be proud. Of course I'm proud in everything I achieved in my life, but it doesn't mean I need to turn into this arrogant bastard, snobby guy, nose up, oh, I know it all. No, I'm still that normal guy with my tank top, with my flip-flops, with my Bob Marley shirts, walking on the streets, feeling just as normal as anyone else. I'm shitting on the same toilet, I'm looking at the same stars, we are watching the same Netflix shows. All our lives are completely the same. Some are a little bit more successful financially, some are a little bit more successful when it comes to health, some are a little bit more successful when it comes to raising families. Whatever it is, we're all people, we're all the same. So you should not be envying other people for what they achieved. You should be aiming for the same stars. You have your passion, you have your goals. You must have some kind of plan for your future. Aim for that future, aim for those bright stars, but keep your feet on the ground. By that, by being grateful and thankful, you will reach way more than by becoming an arrogant snob that has reached all his goals. Yes, I'm so good. Fuck that. You're just a normal person that has new goals. You should reach for those new goals, those new stars. But stay normal, stay humble, guys. That's my inspirational quote for today. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this video today, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. What do you think about the news, about the charts, and about the inspirational quote? Let me know down below. Thank you for watching. I wish you an amazing day and see you tomorrow again. BAM.